So, it's been a while since I last posted a video, and even if the majority of people haven't noticed my lack of creating, well, I have. Admittedly, I have been in what is considered to be a creative rut. It's not that I don't have creative ideas, it's just that those ideas don't seem realistic or attainable in this very moment. Although I have the desire to just take the popular advice of just get out there and start creating, something has been holding me back. Maybe it's the fear that I won't be able to live up to the high standards that I have set for myself. Maybe it's the fact that it's tiring to constantly establish my uniqueness amongst a whole community of other remarkable creators. Or perhaps it's the fact that life happens, and making videos has not been my priority lately, and that's okay. At the beginning of this year, I had set so many ambitious goals regarding my filmmaking journey, and now that we are well into this new year, I feel like those goals have become stagnant, and I have become uninspired. The artist in me feels called to keep moving, to keep creating, but right now it feels like I have run out of the strength to do so. In my discouragement lately, I keep being reminded of this verse. In Hebrews 4:1 it says, "Therefore, since the promise of entering his rest still stands, let us be careful that none of you be found to have fallen short of it." And later in verse 11 it says, "Let us therefore strive to enter that rest." Rest? Who has the time for that these days? I mean, doesn't it often feel like we live in a culture where it's normal to sacrifice so much of our present well-being in order to strive towards things that only seem relevant for a mere moment before we have to go on chasing the next goal and then the next? Many of us feel like we're living life on the brink of exhaustion, yet we continue to push further and further, and it becomes harder and harder to catch our breath, let alone catch a moment of true rest. And when, or if we do rest, why does it feel like no matter how much we rest, it's never enough? We have associated rest with relaxation, and relaxation with entertainment, and entertainment with distraction, and distraction with feeling numb. We want to feel numb from the struggles of this life. This is what we consider rest to be. But have we ever considered the fact that the rest that God offers is so much more significant than that? God's rest is alive and active, never surrendering itself to meaningless passivity. It is so much more than a fleeting moment. It's a continuous peace that surpasses all understanding. It is the assurance that even when life may be overwhelming, we will be able to persevere from a place of peace and not of anxiety. God's rest is like an abundant river effortlessly moving. His rest is also secure, an anchor for our souls like a mountain that cannot be moved. His rest is tangible daily, not a far-off future thought that cannot be grasped. God's rest does not quietly numb us from the pains of this life, but his rest offers ultimate freedom from the weight of the burdens that we carry. This rest is the assurance that we don't have to go on living life by our own strength. And from God's rest, everything else in our lives will simply fall into place. So, all of this to say, perhaps I am not just in a creative rut or have become uninspired. Perhaps the root of it all is that I have been so focused on striving towards my own goals that I have not first entered into God's rest. Lord, show me what it looks like to enter into your rest daily. Lord, help me to take the next step forward, not out of my own strength, but from yours. Lord, help me to better strive towards your rest, towards you.